Long ago, in the heart of a flourishing kingdom named Aurelia, the people lived under the gentle reign of King Alden and Queen Seraphina. Their daughter, Princess Elara, was known for her kindness and beauty, a radiant soul who brought hope to the realm. However, Aurelia's prosperity caught the envy of dark forces dwelling beyond the northern mountains. A powerful sorcerer, Malakar, vowed to shatter the kingdom's peace. One moonless night, when the stars were swallowed by clouds, Malakar unleashed his shadow beasts upon the palace. Amid the chaos, Princess Elara was taken, bound by chains of cursed fire that only true courage could break. The kingdom wept in despair. Prince Aric, heir to Aurelia's throne and sworn protector of his sister, swore to rescue Elara. Though still young, his heart burned with bravery. Guided by an ancient prophecy whispered in forgotten scrolls, he learned that to defeat Malakar, he must journey through the forest of whispers, cross the Serpent's Gorge, and climb the fortress of eternal night where the princess was held captive. As dawn broke, Prince Aric mounted his steed, a snow-white stallion named Kale, and rode into the unknown. The kingdom's hopes rested on his shoulders, and his journey into danger had only just begun. The forest of whispers stretched endlessly, its towering trees forming a canopy so thick that sunlight barely touched the mossy ground. Legends told of spirits who dwelled here, tricking travelers with voices that mimicked loved ones. As Aric ventured deeper, shadows stretched unnaturally, and strange whispers slithered through the air. "Turn back, you are not strong enough." At first, he ignored them, but then he heard his sister's voice, "Brother, leave me, it is too late." His heart wavered. Drawing his sword, Aric pressed forward, remembering the prophecy, "He who listens not to lies but to the truth within shall find the way." Closing his eyes, he guided Kale by instinct rather than sight. When the voices grew louder, he shouted, "Elara, my heart knows you are waiting for me. I will not be deceived." At once, the forest fell silent. The mists lifted, and a glowing path appeared before him. From the shadows stepped a spirit guardian, a silver stag with antlers that glimmered like moonlight. Bowing its head, it gifted Aric a shard of enchanted crystal. "This will protect you against the darkness ahead." Aric accepted the gift with gratitude and pressed on, now armed not just with steel but with courage and the blessing of the forest. Days later, Aric reached the Serpent's Gorge, a treacherous canyon with roaring winds and crumbling cliffs. The only way across was a narrow, broken bridge that swayed dangerously. Yet worse still, the guardian of the gorge, a colossal serpent with scales as black as obsidian, emerged from the depths. Its golden eyes gleamed with malice, and its hiss shook the air. The beast lunged, striking with venomous fangs. Aric dodged narrowly, his sword clashing against the serpent's scales, which rang like steel. Remembering the crystal shard, Aric held it high. Light burst forth, momentarily blinding the serpent. Using the chance, Aric leapt onto the beast's back, driving his sword into the softer scales beneath its jaw. The serpent roared, thrashing violently, nearly throwing him into the abyss. But with sheer determination, he held on and delivered the final strike. The monster collapsed, its body dissolving into shadows. Exhausted but victorious, Aric crossed the gorge. Behind him, the broken bridge crumbled completely, leaving no way back. His path was clear, only forward to the fortress where his sister awaited. The fortress loomed atop jagged mountains, its black spires clawing at the sky. The air reeked of ash and brimstone, and the gates were guarded by armored wraiths, soulless warriors bound to Malakar's will. Aric charged forward, his blade flashing with the light of the crystal. One by one, he struck them down, though each battle drained his strength. Finally, he reached the highest tower, where Princess Elara was imprisoned in a cage of burning chains. "Aric," she cried, her voice trembling with both fear and hope. But before he could reach her, Malakar appeared in a swirl of smoke and flame, his staff pulsing with dark magic. "You are brave, boy," the sorcerer sneered, "but bravery cannot defeat destiny. Your kingdom will fall, and she will remain mine." Aric raised his sword. "Destiny is forged by those who fight for it." The final battle began, light against shadow, courage against despair. The clash shook the tower. Malakar unleashed torrents of fire and lightning, but Aric deflected them with the crystal's power. His blade gleamed brighter with every strike, fueled by his unwavering love for his sister. Malakar tried to shatter his spirit with illusions, visions of Aurelia burning, of Elara fading into dust, but Aric's heart rejected them. With one mighty swing, he shattered the sorcerer's staff. The fortress trembled as Malakar screamed, his form unraveling into nothingness. The cursed chains around Elara dissolved, and she fell into her brother's arms. Tears streamed down her face as she whispered, "I knew you would come." Together, they escaped as the fortress collapsed into ruins. Returning to Aurelia, the kingdom rejoiced. Songs were sung of Prince Aric's courage, and Elara's return brought hope brighter than ever before. From that day, the tale of the prince who braved shadows for love and light was etched forever into Aurelia's history. A story of family, courage, and the triumph of hope over darkness.